number 8 on why relationships
Actually, I have the second last one.
Okay.
That is, this one is more for younger people. You are in that relationship because you're just rebellious.
Rebellious?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your family disapprove the guy, but you purposely want to go with him. Your family may want someone, who is very intellectual, but all your boyfriends are all very wild and all very, cross the line and so on and so on. Now, the very last one, it's actually not a relationship at all. It's you are with someone who is not available. Not available means he's with someone.
Oh, yes.
Okay, he has someone else.
That's quite popular here.
Yeah.
That's very popular. Actually, not just here, everywhere.
Now, some people are still willing to be with someone who's not available because that someone promised her, look, it's just a matter of time before I leave her, so bear with me. Now, the thing is, that is a lie. The next time, if a guy tell you this, or a girl tell you this, tell him, why not you solve your problem first, and then you come back to me. So, in a nutshell, these are all practical steps that even after you found someone with the right qualities, you got to see whether this person is right for you.
And the thing is that what I noticed with all your themes, it all comes down to one when you sum it up. It's actually loving yourself. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, actually, when you love yourself, you have very good self-esteem. So, as someone who goes in a relationship with the mentor, actually has low self-esteem. So when you have low self-esteem, you want to grab someone who has good self-esteem. So you got to be very, very careful. Love yourself, be happily single, so that when you are attached, you're happily attached.
There you are.
It's supposed to enrich your life and not sort of replace missing parts in your life.
That's right. It should add colors, but not just to think it's
fill a void, certain void.
Yes, that's right. It's not a fit-all solution.
Exactly. So just as a bit of background on yourself, and how long have you been doing this for single people?
Actually, I own a dating agency back in Singapore. All these are observations that I have for the last 4 or 5 years. I have seen a lot of people go on dates. There are many dates, but not many people eventually come together and walk down the house.
What's the success rate, if you don't mind me asking, in this crazy world today that we live in? It's so
especially
hard to find
and when you're from Singapore, and KL obviously is very much similar. We live in a very urban setting, and obviously our values have been altered, through living in such an environment. How do you see love withstanding in such situations?
I think a lot of us are not equipped with the soft skills to love, and we don't really know what to do when we're in love. It is easy to look for love. It's very difficult to stay in love. The thing is, a lot of people can find a lot of dates, but how to actually make it interesting and know what you want and make the best out of your dating period to go through all this list. It's a skill by itself. Some people only learn it after 10, 20 years. But of course, if you find in the end, it's good for you.
That's true. So I mean, back in the days of your parents, our parents, who maybe went for arranged marriages, got married, and took 10, 20 years to learn these skills before decided, hey, I'm finally in love with you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But at the same time, in this day and age, I wanted to ask you the success rate that you have with
success rate in terms of dating, a lot. But honestly, in terms of married couples over the last 4 years, I'm sad to say I only have 50 to 60 known ones. Of course, there are people who get married and didn't want to tell me. Because they are shy, that they will never want to tell their friends how they met each other.
That's true.
Maybe through my events, they don't let people know. But it's okay. I'm happy.
As long as they find love.
That's right.
And as long as you help them find love, right?
So for the viewers out there, we've actually been talking to Andrew Chow, who's a date coach, and we're talking about the 8 myths that a relationship won't, 8 signs that a relationship, 8 types of relationship that doesn't work. And of course, we also debunked some of the myths about love. And Andrew, so you have this cruise for singles, I hear, that you'll be giving workshops?
Yes. December 6th to the 10th, we're sailing off from Singapore on Legends of the Sea, Royal Caribbean. Now, in this whole cruise itself, we're not just going to have food, dancing, and so we're going to have some workshops of relationship.
Conducted by you, of course, right?
I take care of 1/3 of the segment. And of course, there are other gurus that will be dealing with grooming and so on.
I see. So there'll be etiquette as well. There'll be grooming,
there'll be salsa dancing and so on. But we will also want to empower people with the soft skills and the wisdom to look for a partner.
Ah, yes.
Excellent. That's what we all need, actually.
It's a jungle out there, ladies and gentlemen. So, of course, once again...
war zone.
Yes, as stated by Mr. Hansen over here. So, of course, this particular Singles Cruise Asia will be happening on the 10th of December, 6th to 10th of December, if I'm not mistaken.
You can call this number 012-307-7727 or log on to their website singlescruiseasia.com for more information.
You can see it on your screens right about now. That's the website to take a look at. And well, just to recap what we've done today, of course, we've debunked the 8 types of relationships that don't work. Well, you care about your partner more than he or she does. Just to recap, you are on a rescue mission if you are in love with your partner's potential and not the person that he is. If you are looking up to your partner as a role model and not on the same platform. If you're infatuated with your partner because he's just extremely handsome like Hansen. If you and your partner are just activity buddies, best friends, and not really sharing an emotional link. You choose a partner in order to be rebellious. Oh, my mother told me I cannot date Indian guy, but I still want Indian guy. So that's a formula that's not going to work. And last but not least, your partner is always unavailable, either at work all the time. Definitely his focus is not on you, it's on somebody else. So have a good think about all this. We can't cover this all in just 15 minutes.
Which is why Andrew will be back again, I think, next week.
Yes.
And what will you be talking about then?
Next week, assuming you're in the right relationship.
Okay.
All right. So next
because you get to that point already. Okay.
So assuming you pass the first one, the second stage. Now, even you're in the right relationship, there may be certain glaring personality or character flaws that if it surface, it's actually quite alarming. So we're going to look at what are the 8 other types of character flaws in a right relationship that you should be mindful of. So we're going to talk about it next week.
There you go. So of course, join us again same time next week right here on The Breakfast Show to learn about these potentially dangerous traits that you should be looking